See, all by August 2022, who finished the papers in CS advanced level will not be required to do the research project. They will not do the research project. So long as you finish CS by August 2022. All right? But those who are still CS candidates as we speak, they'll be required to undertake the project after you finish all the theory papers. You cannot combine the project with the theory. All right? Because the knowledge you are gaining at the advanced level assists you in terms of undertaking this project. Thus, candidates who complete the papers after the December 2020, those who have booked to sit December 2022 sitting, and you pass the 4 papers in CS advanced, then you'll be able to do this project before we can give you, before we can certify you. There are those who are exempted from sitting the project. For instance, advocates have over 10 years practice. Yes.
Presenter, I'm requesting if you can repeat again on that particular part. Those who are sitting December 2022, because you are not coming clearly.
All right. I hope I'm audible enough. The first point, who are sitting the 4 papers in CS advanced level, and you know those papers. Once you finish the 4 papers, I'm lost.
Yes, you are now audible. You are now audible.
Oh, I'm audible now. Please let me know in case you don't hear me. Those who will finish the 4 papers in the December 2022 sitting will be required to do the project before they are certified. For the CS, there is no practical experience requirement. There are no workshops to attend for now. But for them, they do the research. Okay? But you must finish the 4 papers in CS advanced level before you can do the project. Number 2, there are those who will be exempted and under an MOU with the Law Society of Kenya, advocates with over 10 years experience will be exempted from doing the project, and holders of a master's degree where a project is critical, and master's project is a bit more advanced than a bachelor's degree project. So these ones will also be exempted from sitting the project.
Okay.
You must.
Sorry for interruption. Sorry for interruption, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe I can ask. Let's say at the moment I have MBA in finance.
Yes.
And I'm finishing my CS this December. Will I be exempted to do this project?
So long as you hold a master's degree, you will not be expected to do the project. What you'll be required to do is you'll be required to submit your transcripts for master to demonstrate that you actually did the project and you completed. All right. So long as you have a master's degree. Am I clear?
You are clear. Another clarification.
Hello,
another
sir.
clarification.
Okay. I don't allow you because you had asked. Please.
Yes, I'm asking because when I was paying my exams, the system could not allow me to pay for the papers that I'll be sitting in December. I think the system at that time had a challenge because it was forcing me to pay even the project. As we speak at the moment, I've paid for the project, but I was planning to go to Kasneb to seek for intervention, and now that you are there to give us the direction, maybe you can assist us at this point.
Okay. That must affect because you're not supposed to be required to book for the project. But if you are ready, that is well and good, because if you have already paid and you submit your master's transcripts, then we shall give you a refund. You can claim the refund now, or you can claim the refund once you come to demonstrate that you've actually done the project. All right? So that money is still yours. Okay.
Hello, sir. Can I ask you one question?
Let me finish.
Please?
I'm just about to finish. Then I allow you to ask the question. Allow you to ask the questions, please.
Okay.
Just note them down.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know the problem
now,
I joined now. That's the problem. Okay, continue.
Yeah, let us finish. Then I'll give you a chance.
Okay.
Now, this project, for those who will do the project, it must be in an area that is the field of corporate secretarial governance. So you must be able to submit your topic or your area of a project for approval before that project. And it must be in an area that is adding knowledge to the field of CS. Okay? Now, we will have project supervisors, and we are working on this with the Institute of Certifications, and we shall recommend advisors who can, project advisors who can guide and undertake this project. It is a mini project really. It's not a major project. It is a mini project that you should be able to complete in a period not exceeding 6 months. You should be able to complete in a period not exceeding 6 months. The cost of the project will be met by the candidates. Now, that is basically the cost of collecting data. Paid for is for defense, or because you'll have to come and defend before Kasneb, either virtually or physically. You must complete this project within 4 to 6 months. All right, so it's a mini project really. It's not a very big project like the one that goes for 1 year. Now, if you are not able to undertake this project, maybe because of work, then to take you through the research project, how to undertake a project. This will be a practical. You demonstrate, you are taken through, and you make project presentations. All right, there will be assignments. You make project presentations. So for those who are not able to undertake this project out there, then we have provided an option of attending workshops. This will not be one workshop, a number of workshops, or focusing on the area of project design, and practitioners in the area of project and research are the ones who are going to facilitate you for this workshop. You have to submit your proposal to us, which will be reviewed by a panel, and then we approve once we confirm that your area is contributing knowledge to the CS field. Now, you have to defend your project, and if you are within Nairobi, then you'll come and defend your project before a panel here. If you are outside Nairobi or you are outside Kenya, then you will be presented with a virtual opportunity to defend your project and your findings. Now, disciplinary provisions apply. The project is still an exam, and our standard rules touching on examinations are still going to apply. And if you cheat in a project, that is automatic cancellation of your CS qualification. Transitional provisions. And this one is saying, and this is my findings. All CPA candidates who completed their examinations under the old stream in the 2022 sitting, following the 1 year transition window, will graduate without having to undertake the additional requirements. All CS candidates who completed their examinations under the old stream in the August 22 sitting, following the 1 year transition window, will graduate without having to take the additional requirements. The requirements for practical experience, data analytics, workshops, research will also be gradually rolled out to the other qualifications. There's a provision about exemption on units covered in previous syllabuses for intermediate and advanced 23. What we are saying here is that if you had sat any of our previous syllabuses, and you had done some units which are in intermediate and advanced, you will have to do those units again. All right. For instance, if you are coming now and you had done a unit such as company law in 2010, and now you are coming back again. You are coming back again, and we will not be able to exempt you that company law because the law has fundamentally changed. But up to December, we can grant you those exemptions based on units you did. But if the unit is in the foundation, you can still get exemption. But in intermediate and advanced, you must do the units. And of course, continue. So members, that is the presentation that we had for you, targeting both the CPA and CS holders. And as you have said, these requirements will be rolled out to the other qualifications of Kasneb. So I wish now to stop there and invite you to ask questions. You will raise your hand. I don't know whether my colleague Erasto is on board. Erasto, are you there?
Yes.
Erasto? Who is there? Who is there from marketing? Do you have Caroline? Do you have anyone from our marketing team to assist me in conducting this question session? All right. Let me now see those who have raised hands. Let's see. I think there was someone called Daniel who had wanted to ask. You can raise hands. I can be able to see if you wish to ask a question. Now, there was someone called Daniel who wanted to ask a question. I don't know whether Daniel, you are there. Just raise your hand. I'll see you. You can also, let me see whether I can access my yeah. Thank you. This is Divina. Divina, you have raised your hand. You can ask your question.
Yes.
Then you have, so yes, Divina, ask your question.
Yes, I have two questions. One, in regard to the practical experience that you talked about, maybe you are doing CPA, you did up to, maybe you finished part 1, you did some work, you were exposed to work experience for some months, then you came back to complete the CPA. So will that work experience that you gained in the foundation level, will it be of help here? Two, in terms of workshops, in terms of experience, maybe you tell us this experience, from where will it be helpful in your assessments? Number two, about workshops, there are those members who have not finished the advanced level, so they have joined our work, which I believe is part of IcePack. There are those workshops that one can join from the AWAC side. Will they also be important to us? Will they add value during? May you give us that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I was asking, and what I was asking was actually I forgot. Give me another 1 minute.
Okay.
Just pass to
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Pass to the
All right.
next
Paul.
person.
Paul.
Thank you very much, Isaac, for the full presentation. The first one is a suggestion. I'm suggesting in the workshops that you said that you will from February 2023. I'm suggesting that maybe these workshops you extend to major towns within the country, as opposed to the issue of concentrating them with TB and Mombasa, so that members can be able to appreciate wherever they are. Another issue is the issue of proactiveness of the institute. I'm requesting, or I'm suggesting, if the institute can be more proactive, so that these emerging issues, members can be able to know them and understand them in advance, because this issue of project, it was not coming clear in so many students or even the stakeholders, the people who are already finished it. So the most important thing, it is good if the institute can be proactive and let members understand some of the emerging issues as soon as possible. Another issue is on the side of CS. Not many understand the issue of CS. The institute can be able to, if the institute can be able to do a lot of marketing or exposure, so that Kenyans can be able to understand and appreciate the work of CS. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Odhiambo? Okay, let me see all those who have raised their hands. All right, Odhiambo had raised his hand. I'm not able to, but let me be responding first to the question Divina asked. Divina, we said once you have enrolled for the CPA and you start your qualification, the experience you get qualifies. The experience you get qualifies. So that maybe after foundation, you some work, then you came back to intermediate. As long as you had started as a Kasneb student, that experience. Now, for workshops, if you attended similar workshops in recognized bodies such as AWAC, ISPAC, ICS, ISIFA, ICM, ISPAR, ONECA, OPC, and the rest, and we confirm workshops in the area of ethics, then you will be exempted. You'll be exempted from attending the workshops. So please keep a tab on these workshops, because we shall also confirm with the respective institutes that you actually attended those workshops. The workshops, Paul, the workshops will be regional based. They will not just be Nairobi. They will be in Kisumu, Eldoret, Mombasa, Garissa, Wajir, Nyeri, Meru, Embu, Narok. They'll be in Kigali, Bujumbura, Douala, Yaoundé. I know we have participants from Yaoundé here, Yaoundé, Cameroon. So they will be scattered through the various towns in Kenya and outside. Yes, the proactiveness of the institute is very critical, and we shall work very closely with ISPAC and ICS to really ensure that we are productive and you get topics that are relevant to you. The issue of the CS, understanding of the CS within the profession, still not very well understood. But right now, we have there is a team that has been established by the National Treasury to review the CS Act, because the impediment is a law. It's our current CPS Act, Cap 534. So this is being reviewed, and there are certain professions where you cannot practice unless you are a CS, and that is going to be entrenched in the law. That is very soon. You'll be invited to give
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
So my question is, kuna mtu kwa background akona kelele.
Please, someone is making a akona fundi hapo, tafadhali. Kindly. Okay, Odhiambo, please proceed.
Okay, thank you. So if if you've
Yes.
been working as an accountant for maybe say the past 2 years, and then you finish your advanced level in December, that means you take the data analytics paper. That is for the CPA. That means you take
Yes.
the data analytics paper in April, right?
Yes.
So once you're done with the data analytics paper, what duration do you have to take to be registered as a member? And do you have to first start as an associate member, or you can attain full membership of the institute?
Okay. You can attain full membership if you have at least 3 years experience. As experience, you can attain full membership. Less than 3 years experience, you have to start as an associate. And once you clock 3 years, you now become a full member. Okay.
So will the 2 years, will the prior 2 years to the finishing of the exams be considered?
What happens is that,
so that you only have to 1 year.
That experience is assessed. It depends on what you are doing, within those 2 years, because there are certain skills and competencies that you have already demonstrated. So there is a log they normally use. They don't look at when you got this experience, but they look at the competencies that you're able to demonstrate. Okay?
Okay.
All right. There's a question on the charts. There's a question on the charts on certificates. Yes, we have delayed a bit. We delayed a bit because of certificates in printing. This was because of the transition. But in the next 30 days, we are going to finish all certificates up to August 2022. Up to August 2022. These certificates are currently under print. I know we last gave August 2021, but because of that transition, we really had to confirm who qualifies for what certificate. There are some students who are supposed to go through the specialization stream, but they still chose to do all the papers. Those students have to remain in the specialization stream. They will not qualify for certificates. So we have to clean all that data. We have cleaned it up to August 2022. And I can give assurance that 30 days, we are going to certificates, and they are all under, including August 2022.
Hello, sir. Now I'm back.
Yes.
I'm back.
Yes, I have a question.
Suleiman.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was asking whether the student will pay for the workshop. Then another question I have, and we were waiting for the pilot paper for the data analytics computer-based exam.
Okay.
And we heard that it's not yet there. When will we get that pilot paper?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The payments will be the students, but remember, this will be a very discounted rates, because you are coming to the region, and we shall look with the branch networks to arrange the workshops in a way that is not costly for you. Remember, you attend one workshop physically, the other one is virtual. Virtual, you don't pay anything, you just make sure you have the bundles. The business data analytics practical paper, we intend to release it next week. The pilot paper, there were 1 or 2 issues we are finalizing, which we are finalizing this week, but we are going to release it to you next week. We have about 100 candidates who are already booked to see the data analytics, and we shared some information on the centers where they are going to see the data analytics. So we are going to share the practical paper, the pilot paper, next week.
Okay,
now,
thank you.
Thank you. In the charts, I think there was a question about how are we going to sit for data analytic exam from Kigali? From Kigali, we are going to come there next week. I'll be in Kigali for a conference of the Institute of Certified Secretaries at M. There is a hotel called M Hotel. I'll be there. And when I'm there, we are going to undertake an assessment of one of the centers. We are looking at ULK University as a possible center, but we shall communicate to you once we are through with Kigali next week. Can we get the document you have presented? We are going to upload it on our websites. We are going to upload it on our websites, just as the same way we did the presentation for data analytics. So you're going to upload it. For data analytics, can one come with their work laptops for the exams? In addition, how will the exams be administered? Will there be a portal sent on email? We are going to take you through some training on how to log in to a computer-based exam. Those of our students who are already sitting for the certificate examination are doing them under the CBE, computer-based platform. So we are going to take you through. There will be some login credentials that will be given for you to log in. You can come with your laptop, your work laptop, because there are controls we shall have in place to ensure that you do not navigate outside the examination window. If you try to navigate to Google, it will immediately lock out, and you are going to miss out on that exam, and you'll have to pay again. So we will allow you to come with your laptops, but remember, minimum Core i3 and with the MS Excel, at least 2010 and above. All right? Hand off you. Just come with your laptop. We may require you to give us serial numbers of these laptops for registration. We are going to communicate to you in due time. In the course of next week, or very early the week after, we are going to start training sessions for those who have booked for data analytics in December. We were waiting for the deadline to expire so that we know those who have booked, and then we start training you on how to log in and some basics. We expect you to be proficient, but certain basics on how to access the exam and how to do it. Data analytics pilot paper, we were working on it, and we should be able to release it to you by next week. We will not share it on social media. We will share it, we'll upload it on our website for your access. For CPA, yes, you must do practical. You must do the practical experience. Joseph, you are right. How are the students from this side attend the workshops? Yes, if you are sitting analytics, you are going to sit for our exam at our embassy, at our embassy in Juba. We have already written to our embassy in Juba to prepare. All you need to do, go there with your laptop. Before the date of the exam, we will have already taken you through some lessons, how to log in. But Joseph, in Juba, in Sudan, you will sit at our usual center, that is Kenya Embassy in Juba. After completion with the certificate, your area of specialization, after you qualify, you'll get the standard certificates, but you'll also get some form of a transcript. Remember, this transcript goes to certificate. The transcript is going to indicate the area of specialization that you did. Document will be on the website. On CS, the syllabus stated the cost for research will be 10,000. But on the portal, the cost was 3,600. So that is a question from the cost of the project is 10,000. That could have been an error portal, but the cost is 10,000. So share the presentation. Okay, the recording. We shall send the recording on social media, but the presentation is going to be on the website. How long is the workshop going to be? Usually a half day, not full day. Half day workshop. Can you consider allowing students in specialization level and who have completed advanced compulsory units to register for data analytics? No. You must finish your you must finish all the papers before you sit the data analytics. It is the exit paper where you are required to demonstrate the knowledge in all the papers that you have sat.
Allow me to ask a question, Mr. Isaac.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes,
wanted. I have two questions. My name is Emma.
Your name? Yes.
My name is Emma. Am I audible? Yes, I was
Yes.
asking. Now the all stream students, and we are the ones who are double specialization happens in the data analytical paper. Will they be tested on the 2 specializations, or they'll need to take one? Number 2, those who had sat for advanced level in the all stream on 5-6, and they passed tax and MA, what will happen to them? Will they need to do the theory papers and then do the analytical paper? Thank you. Back to you. And again,
All
you
right,
mentioned
Emma.
on workshops. Will we have workshops in Nakuru? I'm based in Nakuru. Back to you, Isaac.
Yeah, Emma, I have to say the workshops will be regional. You don't have to come to Nairobi.
Okay.
You will come to where
right.
you are. If you had passed management, if you passed advanced tax and management accounting, all you need to do is to sit the other. You need to pass the other 3 compulsory papers: leadership,
Okay.
advanced financial reporting, and advanced financial management. Once you pass those 3, you go straight to the data analytics. Specialization, you take. Of course, there will be compulsory questions. You are going to see this in the pilot paper coming next week. There's a section which is theory. You must understand the theoretical foundation of data analytics. And this part is there'll be multiple choice questions and also a few explain questions. All right. So there'll be that section, and then the practical section. This section 1 is going to carry, there'll be 20 questions. Then section 2 will have 3, you are supposed to sit 3 practical questions. 3 practical questions. Some of these questions are compulsory, the others you choose, depending on which is your strength in your area of specialization. But to wait first, you'll see this pilot paper. Please attempt it with your laptops so that you can be prepared for the exam. But we shall take you through some training sessions. We shall even have these pilot papers. We do them physically with you. Now,
my question was, Isaac,
yes.
Mr. Isaac, my question was, those who are double specializing right now in the December paper, they are taking tax and audit. When it comes to the practical paper, what will happen? The data analytical paper.
There are 2 compulsory questions, Emma, and one option, one elective question. So whichever of your specialization you feel you are strongest, you do.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
2 questions are compulsory. Yeah, the elective is just 1.
All right.
Now,
thank you.
Let me see any.
Isaac, I have a question.
Yes, introduce yourself.
I'm Mohammed.
Yes, Mohammed.
So, for example, let's say for that business data and analytics in December, and I have passed. Then I have 1 year experience or more than 1 year. Do I have to attend the workshops?
Okay. Yes, Mohammed, the workshops are compulsory. The workshops and the practical experience and data analytics are separate requirements. Okay, you can only be exempted from the workshops either if you have a master's degree or you have attended similar workshops.
Sir, I have a question.
Let me finish answering that one. If you have finished attended workshops with other professional bodies, but the workshop is different from the practical experience, is different from the analytics. All right?
Okay.
Now, who is asking the question? Who is asking the question? Okay.
The one question
has gone silent. If you could allow me to ask a question, FCP.
Please introduce yourself.
Dr. Joshua
Yes.
Aura
Yes, I
here.
have a question.
And my point
Dr. Aura.
is,
Can you hear me?
yeah, my point is regarding data analytics.
Yes.
Happy to hear that you shall be having a pilot paper. I happen to be having about 100 students. I'm surprised. It's like I'm teaching all data analytics students you guys have registered. But my point is, I'm able to see some two bumps. When I'm teaching this, you are saying, for example, we have like Power BI in the syllabus. Power BI itself is so wide. So in the future, are you thinking of, for example, giving us the specifics Power BI are? What content should we teach exactly? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yes, Dr. Aura, thank you for that feedback. Remember, this is also a feedback session. And you have raised an issue in terms of the specifications. We are going to pick that up and address it as we move on to, even as we move on to the next sitting. So that is well noted, Dr. Aura. We take that on board, okay? And as I've said to our students and the trainers, if you have any concerns, please raise them now, because as I've said, you have not yet rolled them out, and you still have a window to put your suggestions forward as you have just received. Brian, you have a question, Brian? Brian?
I have a question on CS.
Yes. Yes.
For CS, what I want clarification on is about the workshops.
Yes.
So have you, if I do the workshops, will I need to sit for the project?
Now, if you are in CS,
yes.
CS, there are no the CS. We have said if you are not able to do the project, then you attend workshops organized by the Institute on projects on research.
Yeah.
You do the project, you don't have to attend the workshop. All right.
And will there be a timeline on when these workshops will begin?
We have said they are going to begin in February 2023. I said that when I started the presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Brian.
Thank you.
Brian. Thank you. Brian.
Maybe you can ask on data analytics.
Yes. Yes.
This is Dennis.
Yes, Dennis.
So in one of your communications earlier, you mentioned that there will be continuous sittings for the data analytics.
Yes.
So my question is, has this been confirmed? As in, do you have a date set on when the continuous sittings will start next year?
Yes, we are planning. Okay, after the December sitting, we will not wait for the April. We are planning to have the next sitting either in late February or early March. Our plan is that we conduct meetings every day. Not able to attend because we have to allocate you centers that have internet, and we may not be able to accommodate all of you. So it will be on first come, first serve basis. If you pay, and we have a capacity, let's say for 300 persons to sit, then each batch will sit in the next sitting. It depends on the numbers that we are having and the availability of internet, because our centers are also limited. All right, just about 15 centers for computer-based exam. But to answer your question, late February, early March, there we shall communicate on the specific date. But we are not going to do it in April; it will be earlier. All right.
Okay, thank you.
That was Dennis. Now, Esther, I think Esther, your question. Let me just answer the ones on the chat. Then, if there are no other questions, we can come to an end. Linus is asking, how will the transcripts for the look like, especially for those with 5 units passed in the whole syllabus and failed? Say only AFR. The transcripts will indicate the papers you sat, whether it is in the old syllabus or the new syllabus. They'll also indicate your specialization. Please choose your specialization carefully, very, very carefully, because it could mean a difference between getting a job or not. If you choose a specialization that you think is easy, and a specialization that is easy, then it may, so choose your, based on your area of interest. Now, the other issue is, if there is a specialization that you would have wished to do, but you've already done a double major or you have already double specialized, there is a window after you finish your CPA qualification and you get your certificate, you can come back for a single paper certificate in your specialization that you would have wished to do, but you did not. Let's say you specialized in tax and advanced management accounting, and then you have qualified because as you want to do advanced audit, you come back, you do advanced audit, you get a single paper certificate from Kasneb, getting that you have done the advanced audit specialization. I wanted just to clarify that, particularly for those who are in the old stream, or for those who may feel that we would have wished to do another specialization moving forward. So the transcripts are going to indicate that. Please elaborate on specialization for those who have passed all the specialization papers from the old syllabus. Now, if you had passed all the specialization papers from the old syllabus, they are going to appear in your transcript. They are still going to appear in your transcript. The research project format for CS, we are going to share. The research project format for CS, we are going to share with you even the outline and the guidelines for how to put the project together. Remember, it's going to come. We are going to do that. Then before you start projects next year, at least we'll have those guidelines. I think I've answered the questions on the chat. There's just this last one. Irene Joy. I sat for section 5 in 2020. I've been exempted from several papers as I sit for advanced level, but would like to sit for it in April. Does that mean I'll have to repeat the whole advanced level in April? Let me put my email on the chat because I have not understood that question very well. I'm putting my email on the chat. Then you can inbox me in case you have any further question and I've not been able to respond. My email is on the chat. You can see it. IIA Kenya workshops are admissible. Yes, Institute of Internal Auditors workshops are admissible. If someone is doing a bachelor's degree, then it goes for an attachment. Can that attachment form part of 1 year experience? Let's say you are pursuing the CPA and BCom at the same time. Again, it is you to defend whether it was an attachment. You have to defend that you have acquired the competence. All right. Most attachments would be for 3 months. So you have to defend that you acquire the competence, but also you will have fallen short of the 7 months. Or rather, if it's 3 months, you'll have fallen short of 9 months. You still have 9 months to demonstrate. Recap on the digital paper. Digital paper, I don't know whether it's digital analytics. Priska, you can inbox me on that question. There's someone about Anthony. This is a bit out of today's scope, but kindly the communication channels as Kasneb leaves so much tired. You can call a whole week and the phones at Huduma are never answered.
Exactly.
My question is, I would like to ask about CFFE course, which I was informed can only be taken at KCA. Add the centers, please. We have institutions offering CFFE. Some of them have already applied for accreditation. We have so far accredited KCA main campus, but we're also accrediting others to train. And sorry, Anthony, for that experience. I know we are doing all we can to improve our competition system, but I've also shared my email on the chat in case there's something urgent and you have not been able to have been addressed. There is a big problem on customer service, I admit, and thank you for this feedback. I know our customer service is not at par, but we are doing all we can to see. But again, you have my email in case something has not been answered. CPA finalists transiting to masters, you get an equation letter from, I know a number of universities are looking the transition of CPAs, but I would advise if you have a CPA and you don't have a bachelor's degree, I would advise you to get a bachelor's degree because they complement each other. You'll get a number of exemptions. I advise that you still get a bachelor's degree with the exemptions. You are actually eligible to go ahead and do masters. And we have a number of universities, mainly in the UK, which admit you directly. Now, we are working with universities on the same, but I would advise that you still do a bachelor's degree. Just as a bachelor's, although we are in the same level with bachelor's degree, they cannot say that they don't need a CPA. Become accounting, we are at the same level with them, but they still have to come and do CPA, even though we are at the same level 7. The issue of communication on workshop attendance, we are going to communicate to our students who have entered the advanced level, because those are the ones eligible to attend the workshops. We shall communicate with the students. There will be regular communication and a plan for the workshops for every 6 months. You'll be receiving a 6-month notice of the workshops you have planned, then you go and attend. If I've done practical paper and I get an internship attachments, we just want to see you have demonstrated competence for a period of 1 year. If I choose a workshop route, do I have to still pay for the 10,000 cost? The 10,000 cost is the cost you pay to Kasneb. All right, that one is mandatory. You'll be certified as a CS having done research. That is the cost. 10,000 is not for the workshop. With 3 years experience before completion, can you be eligible to register for membership in ISPAC? It depends whether you have gotten the requisite experience and what you are doing. All right? Because there is a form I say which they use to assess that level of competence. After completing the data analytics, can a student register for CIFA in January? No. Because you have to finish the CPA, the whole of it, including the practical paper and the workshops. Those who pass CPA all syllabus in August, can we do the data analytics? Yes, we will open a window. If you want to do the data analytics as a single paper, you come back, you enroll, then you get a single paper certificate for Kasneb Business Data Analytics. Those who have already finished CPA. How will the workshop be held? We intend to have these workshops on a monthly basis. Kangeri, please expound on data science. You need to be specific. This is data analytics. I think there is a circular we had issued earlier. Kangeri, you can inbox me if you have not received this additional circular. CPA is equivalent to a degree, has been equated to a degree. That's what we have said. That is by the Kenya National Qualification Authority. They are at level 7. If you look at an article that was in the Daily Nation, I think 2 or 3 days ago, you can also see that. Now, for equation, you apply to the Kenya National Qualification Authority. If maybe you're applying for a job where they are asking for a degree and you have a CPA, you apply for equation from the Kenya National Qualification Authority, and they'll give a letter confirming that equation of the qualification. And the issue of customer service, I think, was noted. So members, we want to come to an end, and you can inbox me for any other questions that you may have, so that we can allow you now to proceed with your other calls for the day. So you can check my inbox, the chat, my email is there in case of any further inquiries. And I want to take this opportunity to most sincerely thank all of you who have been able to attend. The students, the trainers, we really appreciate for the time that you have created. And we are going to have these sessions on a regular basis, just to update you on what we are doing. We are going to have training sessions for those who have booked for data analytics from next week. We are administering that exam in partnership with the University of Nairobi Enterprise Services, UNES. So we shall be introducing them, and we are going to share the links for the trainings with you. We're also going to share training videos that we have conducted on our other students who are now sitting for CBE. We shall share these training videos on your emails. starting next week, so that even as you prepare for the training, you already have some basics on what you expected to find. Before I finish, Mohammed, I have seen you have raised your hands. Mohammed, you have raised your hand, or is the previous question you asked? It
was the previous one.
Mohammed?
The previous one.
Please allow us to end here. Odhiambo. Okay.
Morning.
Allow us to end here. Yes, who is it?
Mr. Isaac. I attend the session from Rwanda.
Yes.
My question is, so I need to understand, when you're doing the work, is it necessary or is it compulsory or not?
Okay. Yeah, thank you joining us from Rwanda. Remember,
Yes.
these workshops for CPA, this is for CPA, I presume, or CS?
CPA.
CPA, yeah.
Yes.
The workshops is still compulsory because the workshops are covering something that is not covered in the academic or that is ethics. The workshops cover issues of ethics from a practical perspective, which has not been covered at master's level. And ethics, we insist, because we have to mold all our professionals into holistic persons. So that one is compulsory. Thank you, Colin from Rwanda. There was one more person whom I had.
Yes.
Okay, let me give the one who is online. Let me give you one last opportunity. Please ask, then we close.
All right, my name is Edward.
Yes, Edward.
Wanted to make a clarification. Like for those guys who cleared the CPA a while ago on the old syllabus.
Yes.
Well, you say the procedure is that they have to do one advanced so that they can apply for the analytical, right?
No. If you're already a CPA graduate, if you're already a CPA graduate,
yes.
If you're already a CPA graduate, you can come back and book for the data analytics as a single paper, and you get a single certificate that you have done Kasneb business data analytics. Yeah, you don't have to do any other paper. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Remember, one special guest is us from Cameroon. Is our graduate from Cameroon. It's called Cedric. Are you there? Cedric, you had raised your hands. Maybe you have lost him, but he was joining us from Douala in Cameroon. So members, please allow us to stop there. We have inboxed you my email on the chat. Please send us in case you have any inquiries, and in case you encounter any challenges with the customer care, please drop us an email. We are going to do our best to address that issue of communication. So I wish to thank all of you most sincerely and wish you a very good day ahead. We are going to keep this communication going. So thank you very much. And those sitting for the December exams, data analytics, we are going to get in touch with you further. So asanteni sana, uwe na siku njema.